Hi, this is Sue, and this is Pilates. We are going to start down on our mats. Obviously, if you're at home, you can start on your floor. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Spine is stacked, which means shoulders are over the hips, knees are in line with the ankles. Try to be aware of keeping the alignment of your leg. You don't want those knock-kneed or that splaying. Think about hands outside the knees, and we're just going to breathe to warm up. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through pursed lips. Inhale and exhale. One more. Make sure you're pressing your shoulders away from the ears. We're going to flex forward. I don't want you to put your chest on your knees, just flex forward. We're going to come up. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, flex forward, exhale, come up. Now you want to really feel those lower lobes of the lungs working. Keep breathing, keep leaning in. And last one. We're going to round the spine. I'm going to turn around so I'm facing my mat, hands on the knees, pressing the belly button into the spine. One vertebrae at a time. We're coming down onto the mat. We're in our neutral pelvis. Knees are bent, feet are reaching towards the tushy. Arms are down. Let's walk those fingers to the edge of the mat so you've got nice long arms. We're going to start rib cage placement. Think about drawing those ribs into the spine. Inhaling, we're going to reach those arms up to the ceiling. Let them fall overhead. We're going to bring them back up and down. I want you to keep that neutral pelvis. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Draw those ribs down. Don't let them hop. One more. And come down. Remember, we are a neutral pelvis as we're lying here. When we need more support, we imprint. It's a rocking of the pelvis. So let's all take our thumb, place it on the lowest rib. Second finger goes on that hip joint. You've got this nice space in between. Now, tucking that pubic bone towards the belly button, we're going to shorten that space, imprinting our spine. Giving more support, come back to neutral, and imprint. It's a rocking of the pelvis. And last one. Keeping the arms down, let's test that pelvic position. Keeping the knee neutral at first. We're going to bring that right leg into tabletop and down. One more time. Don't shift between the hips. Right leg up and down. We're going to go to the left. We're going to bring the left up and down and lift and lower. Let's imprint. Now, keeping that imprint, we're going to bring the right leg up, the left leg up, right leg down, left leg, come back to neutral. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, lift one and the other, down and down, back to neutral. And one more time just to test that imprint. Exhale into imprint. Lift one leg, then the other. Stay. One foot comes down, then the other. Come back into neutral pelvis. Let's do a quick hip opener. Left leg is going to laterally fall out, slide down, parallel, and in. For all my class, I know that was my right. And again. We're going from lateral rotation all the way down to parallel. Medially rotate and come in. Let's change direction. Staying with the same leg, we're going to slide straight down, flex the foot, laterally rotate, bend and come in. 2 more times. This is more of a warm-up beginner class. Later, we will do a more advanced. And into place, we're going to do the other side so we're nice and even, starting with the lateral fallout. Remember, the supporting hip is still, not moving around. And rotate, slide down, and in. Last one, we're doing 3 in each direction. This is really good to do first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. Other direction, straight down, flex, rotate, come in, and again, straight, rotate, and in. Of course, we're breathing the whole time. Last one, come in. Let's bend the right knee, both hands under, pressing the weight into the left foot. We're going to come up. We're going to come onto all fours to do our Scapula Stabilization, another one of our basic principles. Our hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hip. We have a nice flat back. Widening the scapula. We're going to pull the shoulder blades up and together. Sorry, I made a mistake. We're going to start with protraction. Widening the scapula. We're going to slide the hands into the mat. Release. And again, you want to feel like those hands are pressing into the floor when you protract. It's a very small movement. Now we're going to retract. We're going to pull those shoulder blades up and together. Like an ice cube is sliding down your back, you want to feel those shoulder blades reaching into the back pocket. And let's take it to the full move. Let's inhale and protract. Exhale to neutral. Inhale to retraction. Exhale to neutral. 2 more. Full move. Protraction and retraction. Last one. Really retract those shoulder blades. Let's do a few cat stretches while we're here. Slight tuck of the chin. We're going to round that spine up to the ceiling. Then flatten out. Don't overextend the neck. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, start to come up. Inhale to stay. Exhale, come down. 1 more. And down. Next is the head nod. When we come forward in flexion, we always have to lead with our head, but we don't want to lead with the chin. We want to think of those top 2 vertebrae, just causing the chin to tuck ever so slightly and come back in placement. It's the slightest tuck and back to placement. We use that in an ab prep, tucking that chin. Cervical thoracic is going to lift up in flexion as we reach to those ankles and come down. Inhaling to prepare. Exhaling, coming up and down. Now, I'm not jabbing my chin into the chest. I'm gently flexing up. Last one, come up and down. Bring the knees to one side, bring them forward. We're going to roll back down to do our hundreds. We're going to come all the way down. Now, at this level, we're going to do our hundreds imprinted. We are going to imprint. We're going to lift one leg to tabletop, then the other. Arms are out straight at the side. If you have neck issues, feel free to have one hand behind the head, but change after 50. Remember, small vertical pulses with the arms. We're going to do staccato breath. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. Coming up in flexion. We're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 20. Keep those legs together. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 30. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 40. Small vertical pulses. Out 2, 3, 4, 50. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70, 30 more, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 90, last 10, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Lift the thoracic spine a little higher, and come down. One foot, then the other. Let's drop both legs to one side, rolling onto that side. Your knees are bent, feet are in line with the hip. We're going to do a little spinal rotation. I'm going to suggest we take our bottom arm, place it under like a pillow. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Top arm is forward in a prayer position. Inhaling, we're going to reach that arm to the ceiling. Exhale, the abdominals are going to rotate, letting that arm fall behind us, keeping the hips stacked. And reach back up. And 2 more. Inhale to begin. When you need that exhale, take it. Now, don't let those hips open up. I know it's really tempting to make this about the hips. Last one. And back. Straighten, roll over onto the belly. Don't worry, we're going to come back to that side. We're just making it flow a little nicer. We're going to do a little breaststroke prep. So, legs are straight, toes are plantar flexed. Arms are in tabletop. I want the wrists above the elbows, elbows in line with the shoulder, nose is down at the mat. Now, we are going to think of a peanut on the floor. With our nose, we're going to press that peanut away as the thoracic spine lifts up, pressing the lower ribs into the mat and come down. Remember, our forearms are putting pressure into the floor. Inhaling to prepare. We're going to exhale, press that peanut away, inhale to stay, exhale down. If this is bothering your low back, slightly separate the legs. And last one. And come down. We're going to take it to a second position. Arms are going to come to the shoulder, down to the hips. Shoulders are pressed away from the ears. Inhaling, think of yourself as a dart. We're going to lift up in flexion and come down. It's still a 4 breath. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to come up. Inhale to stay. Exhale down. Last one. And then we're going to do the third position, which is the most difficult for most people. Bending the elbows, stacking the palms under the forehead. Now remember, you want those lowest ribs attached to the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to lift up. Inhale to stay. Exhale down. Those palms are cradling that forehead. One more. And come down. Let's roll over onto the other side. See how seamless that was? We're going to bend the knees, feet are in line with the hips, bottom hand is comfortably under the head, top arm is out, we've got our hips stacked, shoulders stacked. Inhaling to begin. We're going to reach that arm up to the ceiling, open up through the rib cage. Abdominals are going to bring the arm behind your back, back to the ceiling, and down. And 2 more. Lift up and reach. Come up and down. Last one. And down. Let's bend the knees and come up. We're going to do a little half roll back. So, shoulders are stacked, hips are over the knees, feet are down. If you can't get the feet down, have them both flexed, whatever works for you. Now, arms are up front, arms are down, palms are facing the floor. We're going to do that slight head nod, rounding the spine. We're going to come off the sit bones into a C curve. Then we're going to round forward. So, inhaling to prepare, we're going to roll back and come forward. Now we always exhale on the work. Remember that. Our breathing is so important in Pilates. The better our breathing, the better our stamina throughout the day. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. You don't want to work up here. And 2 more, rounding that spine into that C curve. And last one. Now I know this move's going to be a little advanced, but we're going to try it anyhow. And if you can't do it, you can modify. I'm just flipping around. Feet are going to be on the floor. We're going to round all the way down. We're going to extend both legs. Slightly separate so you have a handprint apart. We're going to dorsiflex the feet. Drawing that rib cage down, we're going to reach those arms overhead, let them fall over the ears. Inhale to prepare, we're going to start to reach those arms to the ceiling. Cervical flexion, we're going to come up, thoracic, we're going to stay here and come down. We're going to do one more prep. Now, if this is very difficult for your back, you could stack a bunch of pillows behind your shoulder blades unless you have an arc barrel or a Bosu at home, in which case you put it under your shoulder blades, head and neck. If you feel up to this, we're going to inhale, start to reach the arms to the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to round the spine, pressing the legs into the floor. We're going to come all the way up, reach to those toes. Now I don't want the chest on the toes, just reaching to, then round all the way down. Inhale and exhale, come up. And inhale back. You can take as many breaths as you need. This will be the last one. We're going to stay lifted. We're going to stack the spine, place the hands next to your hips, and we're just going to, with flat back, hinge forward in a spine stretch, and come back. One more, hinge forward, and come back. We're just going to do a spinal rotation. I'm going to flip to face my students. Everyone else is fine. So you may keep your legs straight. You may bend the knees. You may crisscross applesauce, or if you really want to engage the core and not bother your knees, you can come up onto your knees, but you have to really engage. Our arms are going to be out to the side. We're going to do a spine twist. Inhaling to prepare. We're going to exhale, and from the obliques, we're going to rotate, 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 and center. Inhale to prepare. We're going to exhale, 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 and center. Soft elbows. One more to the left and center. We're going to go 3 to the right. Inhale to prepare and exhale, 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 in center. As you notice, the 3 of us are all demonstrating different ways to sit for the spine twist. Last one, exhale, 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 and center. Arms down. Let's do a quick mermaid. So we're going to bend my left knee with my left foot against my right thigh. My right foot is behind. Both hips are down. You can stick a little pad under one hip if you have an issue. Inhaling, my right arm is going to come up. I'm going to exhale and lean into the left side. I'm going to inhale and stack. Right arm comes down. Exhale, left arm comes up and reaches over and down. We're going to do 2 more on each side. If you're really warmed up and you're comfortable with the stretch, you can bring that right arm up, Drop the left elbow so you're leaned all the way in. Stack up and away. Let's do the other side. These are quick little 20-minute workouts. This is a nice beginner session, especially if you haven't been doing much and you just want to start feeling a little warmed up. And lean and away. And last one, inhale, exhale. Inhale as you start to come up, let your obliques pull you up, and exhale away. Now you have to get up, so you're going to cross your hands across the chest because you're not going to spend the whole day on the floor. Placing your weight forward into your knees without using your hand. We're going to come up. You're going to step one leg forward, curl the toes under, up you go, and prance it out. Inhaling and exhaling. Thank you.